Source Design International, David Aliberti. Today, we're going to talk about prototyping. A lot of times customers ask me, I need a prototype for my design and I want to try it out and test it. And I always ask them, well, what are you going to do with that prototype? Let the users get feedback, show, test the function of the design, or do you need it for testing, for certifications or for safety or FCC? So what we do is, here's an example here. So here is actually a surveillance camera arm we designed for a client. Holds several different cameras. You mount it on top of the bus. And the client came to us to develop this product for us. Now, in order to mock this up in aluminum, have it powder coated, it costs a lot of money. It takes time. So there's different ways you can prototype this before you hit this level of prototyping. And what we used is we actually used a cardboard mock-up. We did a cardboard mock-up. We mounted the cameras here and we tested out the articulation. We gave this to the customer. We said, try this out, try the design, see if it works for your application, show it to your installers, get feedback before we go to the next level and prototype in aluminum. Because once you're at this level, you're doing full engineering drawings. You're speccing out radiuses, thicknesses, tolerances, powder coating, and you want to be close before you do that because this will save you time and money. Another design that we've done is, you might have seen this design before. We talked about it on our other channel, and this is a 3D printed part. The final design was injection molded plastic, and what we did was in between the final production injection molding plastic and the 3D printed part, which this takes a few hours to print once you have the design done. We did prototype injection molding for as little as $8,000. You can make a prototype mold to make both of these parts, these two panels. And the reason we had to do prototype tooling was because for UL testing, it had to be in the proper material to test the durability of the plastic and the electronics inside. And 3D printed, rapid prototyping, usually the plastics are just, there are certain plastics that are good for prototyping and with the rapid prototyping machines, and they're not the proper materials that are going to be the product will be made in. So we actually had to do prototype injection molding before we went to final molding. Another prototype we did was, you might see this design back here. This is actually this is a mock-up for a microscope. It's a microscope, and what we did is we mocked up the metal enclosure real quick. In a matter of like an hour or two, we mocked up the different shapes to try them out. First thing we do is sketch them. It always starts with the sketch. You start with that sketch, you do the quick mock-up, and then it gets you to the next level a little quicker. Before you want to be able to solve a problem, prototype it, test it, and move on to your next step. And you want to do that quickly. So these are the different ways that you can do that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out our channel, subscribe, Source Design International, and check out our next video, injection molding.